Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday night. Back to one of our old nights, huh? Sunday night again. How we doing? Bethany here from Count Your Stitches for night 3 of our 7 nights of live crafting. How y'all doing? Let me just get this going so that we can have all the friends. So what's going on, everybody? Tell me how you doing. Happy Sunday. Super excited to be here. Say hello when you're hopping on, alrighty? We're doing another Christmas craft tonight. I am very excited. I'm into Christmas lately, right? Well, mostly just for crafting. Although I have to tell you, hey Pinky, how are you? I have to tell you, I need to get a hold of myself in terms of Christmas gifts because it's like right around the corner and I have no clue. So anybody else feel like that right now? I just feel like this fall, hi Mom, I just feel like this fall is just flying by and I am not up with it. All right, so tonight we're gonna make a Christmas present. All right, so I've got this wood left over. We had our deck redone back in the early summer. Hi Bob. And we have lots of wood left over. This one's cut on an angle at the top, but I figure who cares? So we're gonna make this cute little piece of wood into a Christmas gift, all right? So make sure that you're saying hey when you hop on, drop some hearts and some thumbs up, and if you're loving this, please, please, please sprinkle this out on your page. I would super appreciate it. Alrighty, so I'm gonna get going. Hi, Auntie. I know, Auntie, you are always so good at that. Always so good at that one. I feel like you've already got everything done by like September. I wish I was like that. Oh, I'm just not. I mean, some years, I will tell you, I keep like a list all year in my phone of Christmas gift ideas. So that's always helpful. Oh, hi, Aunt Linda. How are you? My goodness. Hello, everybody. So I try to, get a hold of it, but I don't know. I'm just going to roll this, shake this, roll this. What's everybody up to on this Sunday night? Did we watch the football game? We won. Thank gosh. Oh, my good Lord. Took us a lot to win, but we won. So my thought with this, guys, is we are going to paint it. I'm not going to worry about the back. We're going to paint the front in this Waverly chalk paint red. I'm using chalk paint on purpose because I just, I want this to have, Aunt Linda, it's my mom, fun fact, watching on Dad's. I think chalk paint is just going to give us a better coverage, just better lasting, better everything when we're using just like rustic wood, right? I'm not going to sand this anything. Actually, did I want to do a chippy look with this? Mashugana. I was thinking about doing a chippy look, but you know what? We'll just dry brush some white instead. I was going to do that thing where I paint like a base coat and then I put some Mod Podge on it and then paint another coat and then you can like scrape it off. But you know what? Dry brushing is a much less messy way of getting a semi-similar effect. Alrighty, so what's everyone up to? Everybody saying hey to each other. This is great. How's Sunday? Did we watch the football game? We're still watching football. We watch football all day. So football is still on. I'm just taking my quick little break from, oh, wow. Bethany dipped her paint brush a little far into the paint, but we're just going to get going with it and make it work. Whew. I should have started with a wet brush. Wet brushes are always easier make chalk paint so much easier. Watching The Proposal. Which one is The Proposal? I don't remember that one. Yeah, we watched football. We went to the Y. I joined the Y this morning with Bob. Bob goes to the Y all the time. It's like it's his place. They're his peeps. But I joined the Y with him today because it has gotten too cold to swim outside. Last week we swam outside, and it was cold. It took a long time for my arms to warm up. It was very cold. So I joined the Y and I swam in a pool for a mile for my first time today. And oh yes. Oh, that's the one where they go to Alaska, right? Meet the whole family, and Betty White is like the grandma, right? Oh, that's a good one. She's Canadian or whatever. So yeah, I swam in a pool for the first time, like a lap pool for the first time today, like as an actual person who's learning how to swim because I have so much work to do. I know, Bob, it was like so cold last week. Oh my gosh, guys, I dipped my paint in so far that I've covered this entire piece with just that one dip of paint. Well, that worked out well. I am going to paint the sides, but I just want to get this nice and covered first. All right, and then we'll get the sides going. Yeah, Gammy, that's right. With the dress, and it's all saggy. That was really funny. But yeah, so swam at the Y today. I was all excited. I have tomorrow off, so I'm going to swim with Bob tomorrow during his like normal swim time. But I was telling him that I was nervous about swimming at the normal time with everyone because that's when like lots of people go, right? Because we went on a Sunday morning and it wasn't too early, it wasn't too late, so there really weren't a lot of people there, so we each got our own lane. But you know, like in the morning on a weekday, because Columbus Day everybody doesn't get it off, so it's still a regular weekday pretty much. But you know, on a weekday, it's like the serious people who swim, you know, like Bob, like the serious people who swim. So I'm all nervous because I was like, I don't want to have to share a lane because I'm not very good at swimming straight. I'm trying really hard. I'm learning. So I don't want to share a lane with someone else. So Bob's like, we'll just share a lane to get, you know, if we have to. I'm like, but I'm going to hit you a lot. Oh, I'm nervous. But I think we'll make it work. But yeah, that's really all we did today. It's funny because, you know, you guys are going to get to know like my daily life now since we're doing this daily for the next, 4 more days. Because I can't tell you what happened in a whole week. I have to tell you what happened every day. So we don't do too much on Sundays. We do stuff around the house. Work out when I feel like it. It's okay, I'll hit back. Thanks, Mom. Keep me in check. We do stuff around the house. We, watch football. We watch football. That's our Sunday, normally. We don't know what to do with ourselves on Sundays post-football season. Or pre, both post and pre, right? Same thing. Yeah, football is our favorite time of year. And, so we didn't do too much today. Well, I shouldn't say. I made a Dutch apple pie. I know, totally low carb, right? We try. I'm just going to paint my edges now. I made a Dutch apple pie today. So I only had one pie crust left. And, it's that pack of 2. And I had used one for some mini meat pies previously. So I only had one left. And I was like, what kind of pie can I make with these apples that I have from the farm last weekend that we went to with only one pie crust? So I Googled it, right? Because the Google tells you everything. All right, I'm just painting. I'm going to paint the sides. Like I said, I'm not going to worry about the back. I'm just going to paint the sides. So I learned that the Google told me that a Dutch apple pie does not have a regular crust on top. I guess it doesn't have a regular crust on the bottom either, but I wasn't about to make a top crust and a bottom crust because I only had like a half a cup of flour left. So we just made do. And so it was the kind, I put the regular crust on the bottom, and then I put, I cut the apples into little chunks, and then, did kind of your normal apple pie filling. And I'm trying to just be really good about painting this, so I'm just doing it in sections. Oh, yay, Bob, thank you. It did come out good. I was excited. Made it like a regular apple pie filling, not too tart, not too sweet. And then the topping was softened butter, brown sugar, a little bit of granulated sugar, and some flour. And you just like sprinkle it on top, kind of like an apple crisp, but minus the oats. Because my original plan was to make an apple crisp, but we didn't have any oats. I thought we had oats, but I guess we didn't. So note to self, put that on the shopping list. So we made a Dutch apple pie, and it came out rather good, if I do say so myself, and Bob says so. And I used my Auntie B's pie plate, which I love doing. So, all right, we're going to paint this other side. This is going to be a quick one, guys, tonight. I've got some really cute ribbon, because we're making this into just a little, like, Christmas present, right? A faux Christmas present. So, I'm going to be kind of quick. It's going to paint the bottom, because people will see that. And I may paint the back at another time when I don't know. I could probably just do it right now real quick with you guys. If you guys don't mind waiting and watching. Yeah, so I did that today. And we kind of just like munch for meals on Sundays during the games and whatever. We always have chips and salsa. I usually have queso and chips and salsa. Auntie, I had the rest of Caleb's queso. That was super delish. All right, just going to dry this, and then we'll paint the back real quick. Let me just... So, that was really yummy. Our Sundays are low-key. I told you, for those of you who didn't see yesterday, we had the yard sale yesterday, which I was excited about. But yeah, so I started doing Christmas stuff because I realized I have these fairs coming up in November, and I actually don't have a lot of Christmas stuff left, which is a good thing, right? It means I went through it last year. Thanks, Auntie. But I need some. I need a lot, actually, because the Christmas fairs I'm doing are popular fairs. So I need to make sure I have plenty of stuff. Plenty of stuff. Okay. So I'm just going to finish drying this up. So what did you guys all do today on this lovely Sunday? It was kind of gloomy weather this weekend. I mean, I love gloomy weather. I'm a huge fan. We sat out on the deck. Once we got back from the pool, we sat outside on our back deck. Oh, I just love our back deck so much. We have, the previous owners had put like a sunsetter awning in. So it's like, I consider it like another room in the house, honestly, because it's like over. I feel like I'm camping, even though we live in a not so rural area at all. We technically live in a city. But we have lots of trees around us. It's a very quiet neighborhood most of the time. So it really just felt like we were sitting in a campground under the awning on our like comfy swivel chairs from the job lot. Loved it. It was so nice. And it was chilly, so I was bundled. I loved it. Do you guys like that? I like dark. I like gray days that are a little chilly. I don't know why. I'm weird. I don't like the sun. You know what happens with the sun? All right, I just want to make sure I didn't miss any spots. I'm not going to worry about the back. Well, I can't paint the back later. I just realized that. I can't paint the back later because I'm going to wrap ribbon around it. So please hold. I'm just going to paint this really, really fast. Oh boy, lots of paint. Lots of paint. That was not what I should have done, but it's okay. I'm going to put it back, right? We're just going to put it back. That's what I do. Just put it back. Okay. I'm going to glue ribbon around this so I can't paint it later. I just realized that. But yeah, so what kind of weather is your favorite? I love a nice gray day. I'm weird. I know. That's what I was saying. So what happens with the sun to me, even though in, the middle of winter, it's sunny, obviously it's still freezing outside, but for some reason, to me, no matter the temperature, no matter the season, the sun makes me think warm. I don't like being warm. Like right now, it's warm in our house. Oh, and please pardon my disgusting hair look. I meant to say this. We went swimming this morning, and today was hair wash day. And since I'm just going to go swimming again in the morning, and we weren't doing anything today, we've got top knot, greasy chlorine hair. So, and like jammies. It's comfy. Unfortunately, we had a wake for a Providence. Oh, I'm sorry, Auntie. I'm really sorry. I'm sure it was quite a tribute. I'm absolutely sure. Well, we're painting everything red in their honor. Ugh. All right. Oh, that went by fast. That was a good quick paint. So we didn't take up too much of everybody's time. All right. All right, so now the whole thing's nice and painted, no matter what. So whatever side everybody sees it from, it'll be perfect. All right? We are good to go. So now we're just going to dress it up, okay? So I've got 2 different ribbons that I want to use. And then I've got some Scrabble letters that I want to use. And we're just going to make it look like a cute present that you can lean up against, under your Christmas tree before you start putting presents out. Or you can just like lean it up on a shelf or a windowsill. I'm a big fan of shelf sitters. And I know not everybody is. So when I make things that are like, could be shelf sitters, sometimes if they're light enough, I'll put like a little hanger on the back, but not so you can see it, right? So you could use it as a hanger or a shelf sitter. But, excuse me, but something this heavy, because this is a piece of wood from the deck. So I mean, it's leftover. We asked the contractor to save some of the nice pieces, and then I picked out the ones that I wanted. And so it only ended up being like 5 pieces that I got to save. I know, Christmas, right, Bob? We love Christmas. We were singing Christmas songs in the car yesterday and this morning. And we love a cappella groups like Straight No Chaser and Pentatonics and stuff. So we listen to a lot of their arrangements as well, which is really fun. All right. So that was all done. But yeah, so this is a pretty hefty piece of wood. So I wouldn't put a hanger on the back of this just because it'd be kind of heavy to hang. And I don't want to have anybody's walls get ruined. You know what I'm saying? So this one's a shelf sitter. I'm a big fan of shelf sitters. Okay, so now that we're all painted beautifully. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Some of this didn't dry so nicely. Okay. Just going to hit this with the heat gun. Baby, it's cold outside. Oh, so, for those of you who didn't see last night's, Bob and I were chatting last night, and that we have this idea. So in December, I'm going to do some specials where instead of crafting, well, I'll also do the crafts that week, but I will, in addition, do some Christmas song specials. Because for those of you who don't know me, I love to sing, and so I thought I'd share some Christmas songs with you guys during the month of December. So look out for polls that I will do in November asking what songs you'd like to hear, okay? I'm excited about it because I haven't sung in so long just because of COVID and everything. So, and the job that I used to have, pre the one that I have, music was a part of my job with the students. And it's not at my new job. Well, it's not new anymore, but at this job, it's not. So I used to have music often, and now not so much. My car loves it. You know what I do in the car? I hook up I'm just waiting for the, my life, right? Waiting for the hot glue gun to warm up. What I do in the car is I, put it on the Bluetooth or whatever. I don't even know how that works. Put it on the Bluetooth, and I always put the in front of things like the Google, the Bluetooth, I don't know. And I'll put on YouTube karaoke, songs that I know, so I don't have to like watch the words or anything, but songs that I know. And I'll sing like my ride home or well, not usually my ride to work because it's in the morning and that's not happening, but sometimes on my ride home, or if I have like a longer ride or something, I love doing karaoke. That's like my thing. I just recently taught myself a new song. I was listening to it on repeat at work, from the musical Waitress. Mom, the musical Waitress that we saw in New York. I learned one of the songs from it. Has no like, the story is nothing about me, but I just love the song. So I recently learned that. I listened to it on repeat at work, just, you know, in the background. Finally learned all the words and everything and was just like jamming to it. It's not a jam kind of song, but you know. So yeah, I love to sing. So just stay tuned for that. Okay, so a couple of things. We're probably not going to use this. So I have my little Jenga, nope, I do have a Jenga block, but I don't think I'm going to use it. I have my Scrabble letters. I love using Scrabble letters. They just add a rustic, cute flair to things. I get them in a big box on Amazon. So if anybody's ever interested in where I find my Scrabble letters and which ones that I use, message me and I will send you the link. Okay? So I figured I would use Joy. I thought that was cute, simple, you know, just neutral Christmas. So my thought is I want to make this into like a little dangly tag with the bow. So I have 2 different ribbons that I'm going to use. I don't want it to be too crazy, but I want it to go like super Christmas colors. So we've got this velvet ribbon that's true Christmas green with this true Christmas red. So it's going to be super classic. Using my little trash tray. I'm loving using this. Mom, can you tell Dad that I finally figured out the perfect use for this? Because I tried using it at first and I didn't know what I was going to use it for when he and I got it from Harbor Freight. And now it's like the perfect little trash tray. And then I just bring it right over to the trash and boop, dump it in. So it's perfect. All right. If you're just hopping on, because I see lots of new faces, or not faces, but names. So hi, my name is Bethany from Count Your Stitches. We are on night 3 of our 7 nights of live crafts. Most of them will probably be Christmas just because I love it and I need to make Christmas for our next fairs. So hello, make sure that you say hey, you know you want to. It's super cool to say hi. Look at all these cool people who have already said hi. So super cool to say hey. And if you're loving it, please consider sprinkling it out on your page. I would really appreciate the support. Thank you. So I like when presents have the ribbon on the side instead of directly down the middle. I think it's like more artsy. So I think that's what I'm going to do. What do you think? Is that okay to do it on the side? I like it on the side. We're going to do it down this way and then across, and then I'll make a bow and I'll do the little tag coming off here. So it'll kind of be, so it'll be off center. That way the joy has a place to kind of rest itself. All right? Yeah, that works. Yeah, it works. Okay. So I am just gonna, I think my hot glue gun is ready. So that's good enough in the back. So I am gonna just stick a dab of hot glue here to start. Alrighty. So that it has a place to go. And then I'm gonna stick a dab of glue up here so that we have a place to stay here. Alrighty, so we're creating a faux Christmas present. It's kind of fun. I see this idea a lot. So this is my take on it. And you know, even though this is angled, because again, it was cut for our deck, I think that kind of gives it like a 3D effect. Now, obviously this is a 3D piece of wood anyway, but I think it gives it more dimension. So I thought it was cool. So now we're going to flip it over and we're going to wrap the rest of our present up. So I'm going to glue down the end here. Alrighty. I need those little, I swear I say this like literally every time I craft with you guys, that I have the little thimbles from the Dollar Tree and I literally never use them. And I don't know why. I refuse to. Alright, cut that down to size. And we're just going to stick some hot glue along that. And put that in place. I use my scissors a lot. The scissors work. They're metal. They can take it. You know what I'm saying? Whew. All right. There we go. That's that one. That's that one wrapped around. So there's the first wrap around. Okay. So like I said, I want to do a little off center. Oh, I got to use the heat gun to get rid of the hot glue strings. And then we're going to do the other one across. Just across. We're going to do it across now. Oh, so if you have tomorrow off, are you doing anything special? Let me know. I am going to chillax tomorrow and do stuff around the house. I have a girlfriend who's been asking me to make a fall wreath for her, and I just was not confident in my skills to make it. But I'm going to give it a whirl. I've got some materials. So tomorrow I'm going to give that a whirl and try to make like a really fancy fall wreath. We'll see how it goes. I'll let you know tomorrow night. But does anybody have any fun fall plans for tomorrow? I don't even know what the weather's supposed to be tomorrow. Is it going to be nice? But yeah, so I'm going to do that. Oh, and I have this other cute little Halloween craft I want to do. Although I don't know if I might want to do that one live, but I don't think that one will take very long. So I don't know if I want to. Basically, we got this plant from the farm last weekend that is little tiny peppers, like skinny peppers, and they're decoration, basically. You can't eat them. I'm sure you could, but... and I looked at it and I saw like crazy ghoul monster hair because it was like these little red thingies. So I got a glass from Dollar Tree and I'm going to paint it black and paint a face on it and then plant the plant in it, and it'll be like the monster with the hair. I don't know. So maybe I'll just do it tomorrow and then post a picture of it for you guys. And I'll show it on our live tomorrow night, and then I'll post a picture later. So you'll have to join the live tomorrow night. All right? See what I did there? See what I did there? I know what I'm doing sometimes. Not really. Fake it till you make it. That's how I live. All right, so I'm just going to stick some glue on this. All right. And again, we're just going to use our scissors to put that down. All right, and then we're just gonna, last piece for that. We're gonna use that again for the bow, but so this is, this is so simple, guys. You really could use anything. Oh, thanks so much, Tiffany. How are you? Oh, just making ourselves a little faux Christmas present tonight, because who doesn't need Christmas during Columbus Day weekend, right? I need it. I love Christmas. Okay. Perfect. All right, so here's the start. It already looks like a present. And to be honest, if you like simple, You could stop right here. You know what I'm saying? But I always keep going, right? We always add more. Oh, and I was looking for things to add as like accoutrement to this. That's right, I said that. And I found so much cute stuff that I didn't even know I had. That's the problem with this little line of side work I'm doing here. You just buy and buy it and then you lose. But I found this really cute like trim. So we're going to do lots of fun craft stuff, guys. Just so much fun. Yes, never too early for Christmas. Never, ever, ever. We were just talking about how we've been singing Christmas songs already. So, all right. So now I was thinking of like lining this. What do you think? What do you think of me going around again with this on top? I'll show you. What do you think? Should I line it with that and go around? I'll be holiday shopping tomorrow, so much better than work. Yes, Kama, it is. It's a good idea. I should do some holiday shopping. But what do you think? Should I put this stripe? Yes, love Christmas. Should I put this striped on top or just involve it in the bow? What do you think? I love it. The greens literally match perfectly. And I mean, they're like the perfect size. I can't tell what I want to do. If I want to... Because my thought was just to have it be an accent. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we add it on top? Yes, add the stripe. Kama, I'm going to go for it. We have enough. Fun fact, guys, this is from a Christmas gift. Okay? So if you get really nice ribbon on a Christmas gift that someone gives you, don't throw it out. Use it. I'm going to put a strip all the way down the middle with this one because I want to make sure it stays in place. Okay? Now, this will not reach all the way around the back to complete the back, and that is okay because no one is going to see the back. All right? I wish it were a little skinnier, so I totally agree with you, Tiffany. So you know what I'll do? We're going to make a bow out of the green too, so it'll have its moment. We'll definitely see it. All right, so, oh my gosh, it fits perfectly. Excellent. All right, let me just put a bead of glue down. All right. Get that one down. And again, nobody's going to see the back, but we know it's complete. And so if someone happens to turn it over, be like, booyah, it's finished. All right. I have a huge bin of ribbons. Yes. Yes, you have to keep the beautiful ribbons people give you because you can use them for crafts or obviously you can use them next year on, Christmas gifts. So, oh, here's a thought. What if I just keep it like this and don't put it across this way? How about that? That way we still get it. What does everyone agree? We'll just keep it down. We'll keep this one the green. We'll put a bow here. And then we'll put the little joy hanging off. And I'll attach the joy with this. Are we in agreement, everybody? What do you think? Tell me if you agree. Tell me if you agree. Please. All right. All right. So I think that's where I'm going to keep it. Fabulous, adorable. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's figure out the kind of bow we're going to do. Probably just going to do... Put it across. Uh-oh. We've got mixed things here, guys. I don't know what to do. Oh, if I am going to put this green bow on, it kind of needs to go across too. Look at that. So if I put this green bow on, here's my thought. We're going to make the bow just out of green and then make the little hangy thing with the joy on it out of the stripes. So if we do that, I feel like I need, because look at that green just kind of, I feel like we need to put it across with it. No, Tiffany. I like the idea because I'm thinking I want to be able to separate the bow from the stripe. So, okay, let's do that. Let us do that. So let's go around. See, it all comes together, guys. It all comes together. Thank God I have you guys. Thank God I have you guys. Okay. So let's get this on. Oh, this just looks so stinking cute. I didn't even expect. This literally always happens. I never expect anything to come out the way it comes out. And then it does. And I'm so excited about it. Oy. All right, we'll just do this side first. Oh, ow. Hot glue, guys. Hot glue is hot. Don't know if y'all know that, but I just wanted to let you know. In case you didn't. Pro tip, right? Little glue on the end. And then put it in. And let's get another bead. Get this going. And then we'll cut the excess off. All right. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. We'll use the rest of that, well, not the rest of it. We'll use some of that in a momentito. Okay. Can we talk about how cute this looks right now? I love when this happens. It's so cute. Okay. Now I need to figure out how to make a ribbon with this that I don't have to, I don't want to have to really tie it. I mean, I'm going to have to tie it. Although I guess I could do this. It just never comes out. Well, it does come out, so let's try it. Here it comes. I just feel like the other way will look prettier. I don't have any pretty ribbon to tie it with. Oh, okay. I've got an idea. Let me grab some. You're going to see like my weird sweatpant action I've got going on here. Let's grab some rope to tie the bow, okay? And then I'm going to grab my button bin. We'll put a little accent on it. There's the thimbles I've always talked about. Just moved those out of the way. Should be using them. All right, let's grab the button bin, or the button drawers, whatever we want to call them. I have Christmas buttons that we'll use as an accent to cover the rope that we're going to, this little twine that we're going to use to tie the bow. Whew, it's all coming together. Let me tell you, I am sweating. Sweating. Okay, here we go. We ready? Let's do a bow. Can everybody still see what I'm doing? Yes? Okay, good. So, we're going to take the green ribbon, and what I do is I make an awareness ribbon, right? So you cross one over the other, and then you just bend it down. So it's very simple. And then we're just going to tie it in the middle, okay? So I think those are long enough tails, but I think I'm going to go a little bit bigger just in case. No, that's too big. That's too big. Chillax, Bethany. Okay. Yeah, I can trim it up later if I need to. All right, coolness. Okay, so then you just take your rope. I'm just going to trim that, set that aside, and then you just take your your rope, and you just tie this in the middle, and then you've got yourself a cute little bow. And like I said, we'll put a button over it to cover this this little rope action we got going on. This is a difficult ribbon to work with. Hold on. This is that like velvety kind of ribbon. I got it from like a yard sale collection of ribbon. So it's a little bit difficult to negotiate, but we're going to get it there. It's going to happen. So please hold. We're going to make our loops just a little bit bigger. I'm going to bend this down so we can see our loop a little bit better. All right. And again, we're going to, oh, how pretty. Look at how pretty the back of this is. Isn't that pretty? I wonder if I'm supposed to use it that way. I guess it's interchangeable, right? But we're going to use it the other way. So, all right, let's just tie this a little. I'm going to do a double knot, and then it'll be all set. All righty. And I'm just going to cut that. So we're going to glue that in place. And then I'm just going to make a little dangle with we'll trim the tails of this once we have it glued on, because we can kind of see how we want it to look, okay? So this is our little ribbon that we've got. I don't love how this came out entirely, but we're going to make it work. This, yeah, like I said, it's a little bit difficult to negotiate with this ribbon just because it's kind of like an older ribbon, but it looks cute though. Okay, so that's going to go there. So now I've got this pretty striped ribbon still, and what I want to do is have a piece of it hang that has the little joy attached to it, okay? So I'm literally just going to glue my letters onto the ribbon. I'm going to leave a space so that there's room to glue the ribbon onto underneath the bow, so it's kind of hidden. But yeah, I'm literally just going to glue these letters. I'm going to leave a tiny space between them onto the ribbon, so it's going to be like a little dangly ornament to go on it. Okay? Don't ask me how I came up with this idea. It just kind of happened. And then I'm going to take the end of this. I'm just going to cut it. All right, and then I'm going to dovetail it or fishtail it or whatever it's called, where you fold it in half and then you cut from the middle up. All right, and so then it's got like a little, look how cute that is. Just gonna be like a little, just a little ornament. It's a little ornament. Ah, hey Monique, how are you? I know Monique. We're doing a little bit of both. The other night we did some fall. I definitely still have some Halloween stuff planned, but I don't know. We were singing Christmas music yesterday and I was like, it's happening. We're going to do Christmas. We're going to do Christmas. So it happened. But I hope you don't hate it. All right. So now I'm going to glue that on first, I think, and then we'll just glue, and I'm probably going to glue it down so that way but look how cute this is going to look. Look how cute that's going to look. Oh, so excited. All right, so I'm going to glue it pretty much down the center so that way, so Monique, you are not ready for Christmas, I assume? Oh, we love Christmas. We love Christmas. I'm just going to let it hang right down the middle. So we're just going to do that. I'm going to get rid of the point that's cut on it. I'm just going to put it right in the middle. Alrighty, let that hang down. Oh, so cute. So cute. And like I said, I may glue it down just to kind of keep it in place so when it sits. But, okay, now I'm going to glue our ribbon in place. So I'm just going to stick some glue on the back of that. Glue our bow on. I'm okay if the bow covers the joy a little, because, you know, it is what it is. Oh, that joy kind of just stays right in place for you. I'm going to put a dab underneath just in case. And just let that kind of fall. Okay, so almost done. The last thing I want to do is add, oh, I totally said I was going to dry brush white on this, and it never happened. Let's open presents tomorrow. That's funny. Fall only, then bypass to Groundhog Day. No kidding, Monique. No kidding. I'm really sorry for the next 2 months. Bob, I don't have your Christmas presents yet. All right, so here's what we have so far, okay? And now I am just going to grab a button that is Christmassy to put over that rope to cover it. Oh, look how cute this is. Like I have a little lollipop. I'm not going to use that one, but I don't know. For some reason, I just have really cute Christmassy. No, that's not cute. That one's not cute, though. I have really cute Christmassy buttons. I got like a, yeah, look at these. This is like a little mouse holding a candy cane. I'm not going to use that one either, but I got, you know, I don't know, like a set of buttons from Michael's or something a long time ago, and came with really cute stuff. This one's a candy cane. Will that work? Or will that not cover what we want? No, that doesn't cover it enough. Okay, then I just want a red button here, guys. And I have big red buttons, but I just think that's too much. So we need a small red button, which I probably, oh, hold on. Probably should have found previously, but that might work. We're going to hold for a moment. I used to have really nice here's a snow, no, that's a flower. I used to have really nice snowflake ones, but I think I used them all, you know, because snowflake buttons are adorable. All right, what's going on? Cue the Hallmark movies and hot cocoa. Yes. We drink hot cocoa pretty year-round. This is a little teddy bear. These buttons are so cute. I need to use them more often. Yeah, see, I used to have smaller versions of this. I feel like that is too much. Oh, here's some darker red buttons. I think darker red would be better. Yeah, I think this one will work. I think this one will work. Yeah, that'll look adorable. Let me just double check. I don't have any more of the tiny snowflakes. So tiny snowflakes for adorbs. But I think we're out. Oh, this button is so cute. It's got like little flowers on it. My gosh, look at this. Look at that. This is like a half a butterfly. We could do a whole live. Oh, look, it's a little lamb. A little lamb jumping over. A count sheep. We could do a whole live, just me going through my button collection. Okay, I kid you not. This button is a camping vest. Can you see that? It's a camping vest. This is cool. Okay, moving on. Moving on. We could spend all night here. All right, we're going to glue on this red button and then call it a night. Well, actually, I want to trim up these tails, but then we'll call it a night. Now I'm going to put the hot glue on either side of the buttons so that way the glue doesn't pop through the middle, and then we'll be good to go. Do you know what I will say? As much as I love Christmas, and peppermint hot chocolate is my favorite. So I'm excited when Cumberland Farms brings that back, which they did have it though part of the summer, which I was pumped about. I do love, oh, dishwasher is done. It's singing. Do, 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 do. Anyway, so dishwasher's done. All of our new appliances from the kitchen, they sing. They knew we were a singing household. So I will say I love apple cider. I like pumpkin things, but not as much as I love peppermint. But yeah, so I do get excited about the apple cider for fall. I mean, I love all things fall. I try to dress in fall colors as soon as I possibly can. All right, are we ready for this little reveal? Or do I need to trim up these? Oh, we're going to trim up these edges. I'm going to trim them this way. No, we're going to dovetail them. We're going to dovetail them. So again, you just fold it in half. I think it's called dovetail. I don't know. I'm not a ribbon person. So I just fold it in half and then just cut up from the middle. Super cute. Too much point. Hold on. We're going to trim that up. Oh, that did not do what I wanted. Hold on. There we go. There we go. I did too sharp of a point. All right, here we go. One more. Is that even? Let me just go a little shorter on this one and then we'll be good to go. All right. Ready? Here we go. Peppermint oil in your cocoa is good for you. Hey, that's good to know. Thank you, Monique. Super cute. Love the tiles. Thank you so much. I wanted to make something cute. What do y'all think? I am so excited about how this came out. I don't even care that this is all like angled. It looks cute. And look, the back is nice and finished, right? See? It matters. It does matter. But yeah, I wanted like some type of little ornament to hang off of it, and I didn't really have one that was going with the theme, so we made one ourselves. And you know, if you have these Scrabble letters, you could do Noel, you can do Christmas, you can do whatever you want, right? But I love the details. Guys, nice call with putting the stripes on the green, and then I like how then this green kind of pops more because it has the striped candy cane background. Oh, I'm thrilled with this. Yay. Thank you, everybody. You guys are so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I will post a picture of this tomorrow and a reminder that we're going to go live again tomorrow night, okay? It seems like later works here, guys, so we might do later again. Maybe I'll have to step away from wrestling for a little while on our usual Monday night. We're a sports household too, apparently, right? We're sports entertainment. So yes, so have a great holiday. Yes, happy Columbus Day, happy Indigenous Peoples Day, whatever you call it, however you celebrate it. All is well. So have a great day off tomorrow. If you have it off, have a wonderful day at work tomorrow if you don't. And I will see you back tomorrow night for night 4 of our 7 nights of live crafting. Have an awesome, awesome night, everybody. Thank you for joining me, and always remember to count your stitches. Bye, everyone.